Well, ladies and gents of the Wasteland, it is that time of year again. Spooky season is officially upon us, and with spooky season comes spooky Scorched. Every year when these spooky bastards show up, the question that I'm always asked is how many treat bags should I farm? Fear not, we've got the answers for you. We'll break down the numbers, review the tiers of rewards, and lay out the drop rates for each type of loot. Now, let's dive into the tiers of rewards that we're dealing with. So before we get into these tiers of rewards and everything like that, shout out to NukaKnight as always for providing these images and doing all of the data mining and everything like that. So all the images that you see here are going to be provided by NukaKnight. Go ahead and look in the description for his full article on the Spooky Scourge event and all of the new rewards and drop rates and everything. I literally got all the information out of there, and I'm just making a cute little video for you guys, tightening up all that little information. So let's jump into the first tier, and we're going to talk about the rare rewards, aka there's basically just the new rewards that get released and everything like that this year. You should see it on screen now. So it has a 30% drop chance in general, and then each item has a 3% drop chance. So not the worst numbers in the entire world. It is actually pretty high. So like I said, all of the it's just all of the new jackalites and the rusted and then the non-rusted variants and all of them. You have a 30% drop chance of getting one of them. So you should be able to bang those out pretty good. Like I said, at the end of the video, I'm going to have a total number that I think you should go for, and you will get all of the rewards and all of the other rewards too. So now moving on to the second list here, we have the pumpkin rewards, which is just the jack-o'-lanterns there, and these are a little bit harder to get. You will see them all over people's camps, especially this time of year. I have a couple at my camp myself, but as from the list here, you can see there are quite a few of them. I like the evil jack-o'-lantern and the mobster jack-o'-lantern, but these have a 5% drop chance total or a 0.36% drop chance per item, which, like I said, is a little bit lower. So these are a grind. I know a few people that went last Halloween ended up getting 1,000 spooky bags, and they still are missing a few of these. I had to drop that for them. That's just bad luck. Like I said, I will have a number that I think you guys should go to at the end of the video. But the third tier list here, we're going to call the mid-tier rewards, really. I know he says it's good rewards, but I think they're pretty terrible. So it is a 50% drop chance. So basically, you open up one, you won't get it. You open up the other one, you'll get one of these bad boys, or a 0.01% drop chance per item. So, like I said, there are a couple cool items on here, like the Halloween costume skeleton. That one's pretty cool. All the Civil War stuff and everything like that. And obviously the Hellfire V2 prototype power armor. Those are probably the ones that you're going to want to go for the most. Dr. Bones and the Princess Backpack also are okay, but like I said, they are mid-tier rewards. And then finally moving on to our last tier of rewards, just the low tier. It doesn't really, no real reason to include a drop chance because you'll always get one of these. It's just ammo, pre-war food, and alcohol. So you'll end up with a shit ton of those from opening them. There's no real drop chance because it's basically 100% guaranteed that you will get one of those three options, either ammo for the gun that you are holding, pre-war food, or alcohol. Okay, so obviously, I just went over all of the tiers, but there are 4 tiers there for you. Rare rewards, 30% drop chance, 3% per item. All of the new items that are dropped from this season of the event are on this list here. So that's the 30% chance. It's not really that hard. I would just you won't really have to grind too much. Just like I said, if you only care about learning every single new plan, learn them as soon as you get them, so you do not get any duplicates of that plan. Now, after the rare rewards, we have the pumpkin rewards list here, aka the jack-o'-lanterns. That is a 5% drop chance, or in total, or a 0.36% drop chance per item. So a little bit more of a grind, but these ones are slightly cooler. Really, it's just a decoration for your camp. It's perfect for Halloween and everything like that. So if you're a big camp builder, these are probably the rewards that you're going to want to go after. And then after that, we have the mid-tier rewards, or his good tier rewards from NukaKnight on the list here. It is a 50% total drop chance, or a 0.01% drop chance per every single item, like I said earlier. So some of them are good, some of them are shit. If you're going after a specific one on that list, good luck. And then not even on this list is just the low tier rewards like ammo, pre-war food. Alcohol, I will say though, just make sure you are holding a weapon that you want ammo for when you are opening these. So if you want more fuel, make sure you hold a flamer. If you want more 45 ammo, make sure you hold a fixer. These are a great way to get ammo because you are guaranteed to get ammo, pre-war food, chems, or alcohol with every single one that you open. So you may have to do a little bit of farming if you want to get every single thing. Now, obviously, I know what you're thinking. Hurry the fuck up. How many of these spooky tree bags should I farm? I suggest you go for 500 maximum. Sure, it sounds like overkill, but I personally just recommend farming 100 at a time. This is exactly what I do. I farm 100 at a time. I open them up, I learn the plans, and I repeat until I have snagged basically every single plan that I need or all of the new plans. And you probably won't have to go up to 500, but 500 is going to be the max. Now, if you want to stack up on extra supply or extra plans for your other characters or just selling or anything like that, I suggest you go for 500 to 1,000. But if you don't care about that, 500 is the maximum you are going to need to learn basically every single plan in the loot pool. So yeah, if you're not familiar with the plans in the loot pool, though, it could take a good while and a good number of the spooky tree bags to actually farm them. The loot pool is a bit diluted, but trust me, 500 should really cover all of your bases. Just pace yourself. Like I said, farm by 100 so you don't get overwhelmed and you don't end up with a stupid amount of extra plans that you don't need and you don't really just screw yourself out of really obtaining everything in the loot ball. Now, and if you end up with extras, you could always save them for next year so then you don't have to do any of this crazy farming. What I did on one of my characters was I just farmed up a thousand spooky tree bags, and then as soon as the new update came out of the new spooky Scorched list, I went on that character and I opened up all of these spooky tree bags and I was able to get everything on the first day. So you could always do that too. If you only end up using 200 of them, then guess what? You have 300 for next year. Sure, it's going to take up 300 of your stash space, but you could I mean, yeah, that sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it is worth doing. I'm not going to lie. If you have a like a mule character, you could definitely do that and just farm up spook bags on that character and then just open them all and then just have excess plans and then divvy them up to your extra characters. But like I said, you could always save them for next year. They'll help you hit the ground running with a head start. Now, 500, it sounds like overkill, but I promise you, that's kind of the max number you're going to want to go for. Maybe 1,000 if you really want every single plan in the loophole and if you want to have extras for next year. But 500 is really it. I promise you. And then also with the 500 loot bags, you only have to kill 500 Scourge. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. If you do like 1 or 2 runs of the map a day, you'll be good, and you'll get so many carry weight boosters. It doesn't even matter. So, like I said, in my opinion, this year, these spooky tree bags are not the main reason that you should be farming this event. If you have been living under a rock for the past couple of months, and if you don't know, the legendary crafting system in Fallout 76 was completely overhauled, and now you have to scrap a legendary to learn the plan of whatever legendary mod you want. So, you're going to need to farm a lot of legendaries. This event will spawn so many 2-star, 3-star, 1-star legendary enemies that you will be able to clear out so fast you won't know what to do with. And it's easy. It's throughout the map. If you have a private server, it is perfect. Now is the chance for you to snag any legendary mods you've been missing. Like seriously, this is the perfect time. If you don't have the explosive variant, run the spooky Scourge, don't run expeditions, or you could run a few of the spooky Scourge, run some expeditions, but you will be able to get more legendary gear from just running the spooky Scourge, I promise you. Plus you'll just be able to run to Nuka World on Tour, scrap them, Foundation, scrap them, or wherever the hell. It's really simple. It is really easy. I will show the farming route of the spooky Scourge right now so you guys can get a little glimpse of that. And like I said, I have a whole video covering it, so go on the channel and go ahead and check that out. But now is the perfect time to snag any legendary mods that you've been missing, plus the repeatable challenge for the spooky Scourge. You could stack up on those beautiful weight boosters. Now, I know you may not want to get too addicted to them and you may not want to recommend using them, but I promise you, you'll end up loving them. I promise. So there you have it, folks. I highly recommend farming at least 500 bags over the next 2 weeks. It's only 250 bags per week. You'll definitely snag all the new plants and probably all the plants in the entire loot pool. Just remember to stick to that 100 by 100 strategy until you're all set. So then you really don't waste that much of your time and you don't really waste that many of your spooky bags. Like I said, at least set aside 100 to 200 for the next year spooky scourged loot pool, I guess you could say. And if you haven't wrapped up the legendary crafting mods that you're after yet, now's the time to take advantage of the surge in legendary enemies across the wasteland of Appalachia. I promise you're gonna want to take advantage of it. Now is the literally the best time for you to go out there and get all of the legendary mods that you have not. I promise if you don't, you're going to be screwing yourself. Try and grind during the weekends. So in short, put some effort during this limited time event. It'll be worth it. I promise you. Even on my level 600 character, I am running at least 5 of these like full map runs every single day just so that I can max out on my spooky scourged treat bags. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to thank you motherfuckers for watching this motherfucking video, and I will see you in the Wasteland. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know what you're after during this event. Let me know what you think of the Spooky Scourge event. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Until next time.